in between. The dread Baron and Baroness of Lionsgate, Kenrick and Ariana, and their noble opponents from across the sea, the Baron and Baroness of Sigurd, Wolfgar and Aniko.
Greetings all.
Your Excellencies, Lionsgate, do you have words?
Wow, what a great turnout we had for this virtual Sea Lion War. The second, hopefully the last. I don't want another one. I want an in-person one. Tremendous buy-in by everybody on this. It was really spectacular.
We just want to thank everybody who came and played, who posted, who watched, who commented, and just, you know, generally followed along and had as much fun as we did. It's really, really touching just to see how much time and effort people put into doing this. And it was just greatly appreciated.
Thank you. Your Excellency, Sigurd.
Yeah, I really want to thank our best frenemies ever, the Lionsgate, for hosting this. They've gone above and beyond to be supportive of us through our very first war as all of Sigurd's representatives. And I just want to say a huge thank you. When you do these online things, you kind of put it out there and you don't know. You just really hope. And we had so many entries. It's so exciting. So I wanted to say a huge thank you to everybody who participated, as well as our judges.
Definitely.
No, I think it's been covered by the two of you.
Excellent. All right then, Your Excellencies, I believe your first order of business is your discussion of war points.
It is.
We'll defer to Sigurd to start.
Okay, well, we have a lot of war points to cover. However, I think I'm going to start with my favorite, which is going to be the garden point. Aspasia, I want to say thank you very much for judging and keeping tally of this. And it was really cool to not only see people's gardens, no matter how big or how small, but also the knowledge of medieval plants and their uses. That was fascinating, and I learned a ton. And I also am really inspired by how much people know. So, so many beautiful gardens out there, and Sigurd won that point.
Whoa!
I'd like to pass it over to Lionsgate to cover the ANS point.
So yeah, the ANS point, which we called the UFO point, or Greta dubbed the UFO point, was amazing. Unfinished object, what a great idea for a point. It, you know, allowed people to show their work, which actually we didn't have last year, and also made it incredibly productive and useful. And Greta judged it all, so we thank her so much for doing that. It was amazing. The entries were vast. And every single time, I was in Zoom for like 10 hours last night, and I literally just sat there and just watched people sew and weave and do everything while I did nothing. So it was really kind of humbling and very impressive to see the variety of work that was done, and just how generous people were with their time. And even though it did benefit them, it definitely benefited the Barony. So that was a lovely addition. And as a result of that, the UFO point went to Lionsgate.
Back to Sigurd.
That's yours.
So we had a combat or a war point, and this year, as we're more virtual than reality, we were all able to take the field at the same time. So heavy, rapier, fencing, combat archery, everybody was all in the field, even with the equestrian.
It's pandemonium.
And nobody got stepped on. so it was a tough competition. We had a lot of entries put in, and a couple of really cute ones. Before I announce who actually won it, it was really great seeing some of the people I haven't seen in their gear in a long time dusting it off, which I'm looking forward to see them on the field once we get to actually get and play in person. But this year, Lionsgate took the heavy point, or the combat point.
Congratulations.
Oh.
And I'd like to point out that with combat, there were a lot of people, not just because, you know, we're old and out of practice, but real life issues too, where people were not really feeling that great, and people maybe wouldn't have chosen to get an armor, but they stepped up and they put on their armor and they struck a good pose. We even had somebody sneak in at the last 15 minutes, our champion, yeah. Yeah, and some lovely participation from the Boers, who came from as far as Abacal and whatnot to post for Lionsgate, and the small. Oh my gosh, how adorable was that?
Oh, I guess our turn.
Oh, is it us?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yes.
Games?
So right now
No,
it's
games.
it's
We're
it's,
gonna get. We'll be uneven if we take games.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna give you games. So, archery.
Sure.
Yeah. So Gunnar came up with a brilliant idea for the archery point, and we put thrown weapons and into it also. It was a William Tell. It was create the target of your choice. You can make the apple as big or as small as you wanted. Some people shot actual apples. There was one of the smallest people.
Todd.
Todd's a person, sure. Todd's a person.
I counted.
Hey, Todd.
What was that?
So it was so much fun to watch James
Yes.
and his videos. Really thoroughly enjoyed. They were the first two that we saw, and I think it really set the tone. So
Yeah.
it was just,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we might be in trouble.
It was adorable watching Thor's kids shooting at a glass door.
Yeah, Kinrick now wants a bow with suction cups.
Oh yeah, totally want that. Yeah, I could just see shooting His Highness right in the forehead and sticking to his helmet.
Oh yeah, now we're talking.
And that was taken by Lionsgate.
Was taking my lines. I want to also send a special thank you to Wolfwin and
Oh.
Thorwolf.
Yeah.
And
They were really amusing.
well, there was also the sneaky what do you call it? Visitation by the unknown bard into the archery point.
Apple biter.
Yes. Watch
and,
your apples.
And also to Baron Sir Griffin and Dame Baroness Catrin, who were quite amusing with the target on top of Griffin's head. So I have no doubt, there might be a headache there. I don't know, but he's not complaining. So it's all right.
He never says anything anyway. How
It's
would you
true.
know?
It's true.
So I think we're 2-2 now, aren't we?
I think so. I think we have, I think we're even at
Yeah.
the moment. So
So-
we'll pass it over again to Sigurd for maybe, was it Wordsmith next?
Let's do Wordsmith. Wordsmith was super fun. So for those of you, I'm sure you all know, but the idea was to take a sentence, which I'm going to let you all know now that His Excellency Wolfgar picked. It was his choosing. And I thought it was a pretty good choice. I was leaning towards Letterkenny, but he took the day with Monty Python. So I want to say the judges in this said it was an agonizing decision because this was a one person took this award, and both of our judges picked her. Halima, you won the point for Sigurd.
Well done.
Oh, and all the entries were super fun.
Yeah.
They were amazing, and everybody did exactly what was outlined. But Halima really took the day. So thank you, Halima. Point to Sigurd. Oh.
It was fun to read all of them and look up all the words I didn't know.
Yeah.
One or two.
Where's
It
the
was
thesaurus?
so
Where's
fun.
the thesaurus?
For sure.
That was so fun. So where do we want to go from here?
Well, we can discuss the Pilgrim Point.
The who, which one?
Pilgrim.
Pilgrim.
Oh, the Pilgrim Point.
Yes. Sorry, Demi barked.
Timing.
So that's on to you.
So yeah, Pilgrim Point. Yeah, we won that. What
By
we
just
proven is that
a lot.
Lionsgate can walk a lot, a little bit of biking and whatnot. But yeah, we won it, and I have to send a special thanks to things that were really people that were really creative, like the Pelican Pod and friends, who walked the sacred Warner Lote, and I believe Gallus and Agnes did quite a bit with that as well. And in garb, I'd like to thank us. No, I'm kidding. But no, I mean, it was a lot of fun to go out in garb. We even had pictures with the populace that stopped us. And
There
it
was
was
a
like,
flock of pelicans.
yeah, I mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was really, again, so awesome to see how engaged people were, whether it was gardening or biking or crazy people that run, but it was a lot of fun. And yeah, we won that.
So we're back to tied again
We're
now.
back to
3 to
tied
3.
again, 3-3. Oh no, it's 2-3, I think. I don't know. I hope somebody's keeping track.
We're all talking about it in chat.
I know. Have you guys done games yet?
We have not.
Okay. Would you like to tell us what happened with games?
Oh, no, I thought that was yours. I have you
No,
marked down for that.
I'm
So
giving
we'll talk about Bardic.
Because why don't we do Bardic?
Okay, do Bardic. Sure.
Because Bardic was a really
Yeah.
it was amazing. We had
Well,
a ton of entries, and we had a judge, Sir Brand, and he wrote a whole bunch of stuff that is completely private that we can't share with you. but we can share with you that he was very impressed with the entire event and gave us a capital WOW. And we do want to pull out some of the highlights. Greta's use of benches in her Galliard was a highlight. It was, I mean, to repeat my word, a highlight. It was just so well done and so beautifully done. There was a ton of heart put in Rosia, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce your names, Bledden, their performance.
Yes.
Beautiful.
it
Like
was.
right from their soul. It was, so touching. And we want to make sure at this point, though, that Sir Brand, who was our judge, that we are publicly announcing he recused himself from judging somebody in his family. However, somebody gave a performance that was just, it was just our hearts were just, so we would like to announce that all 4 of us barons and baronesses, all of us excellencies, have chosen Jazzy to take the win for that point for Sigurd. Thank you, Jazzy.
Yeah, we took the decision out of Sir Brand's hands because he wasn't gonna choose her. So we watched all the performances, enjoyed them so much. Aoife, Gala, it really, last year as well, it was just one of my favorite parts, seeing the creativity and seeing people take the time to post. It was such fun to watch, and I'd like to name everybody.
Yeah.
Just so all of you, and I'm so glad that it's still up there for people to take their time and look at.
Yeah, please, if you
Unknown
haven't
Bard.
had time
Oh.
to see them all,
We
Go
can't
back.
forget the unknown bard.
yeah. And Wolfwind's song as well.
Yeah.
was-
Yeah.
We all watched it over here, just in the yard, surrounded by nature, and just
Yeah.
made me think about rowing across the water.
Yep. Good job.
So,
So that's 4 for Lionsgate and 3 for Seagert.
I believe so.
Yes,
mhm.
sounds about right.
So
Let's-
I think we're at Curia
No, games.
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 for
Games.
games. Oh, right. Games.
Games.
Are we
Can't
doing
forget
games
games.
or are you doing
You
games?
guys do games.
Okay.
Games.
So games, we actually had a tie. So half a point for each or 0 points for everybody? I don't know.
One each.
Absolutely.
Each, half a point each.
And it was fun seeing what people came up with, whether it was Hearthstone and different apps on your phone. It was great. I really liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, and the rapier fight
That
was
was
unique. Let's call it that.
So yes, tied it was.
That was well done.
It was.
Congratulations, both sides. So I guess that leaves the last point.
Yes,
It
this
does.
is with service.
Curia.
The
yes.
Curia.
Curia,
Well,
and what a great turnout at Curia.
it
and
was. It was actually reported that they believe this is the largest turnout they have ever had.
So well done, both Secret and Lionsgate for making Curia big.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean it's good to show up, and it benefits everyone to know what's going on and get an idea of where the plans for the future. And we heard many things that could be coming down the pipeline, both for opening of events slowly, as well as potential changes to sort of how we run our schedule and how we do a few things. Those will get ironed out down the road, but it's looking very promising that we'll be able to do more with less and carry on and have a lot of fun. As it turns out, let me see here. Oh, it was close.
So close.
But in the end, Lionsgate took that one as well. So, yay! So that puts us where?
I think we're
5-3.
Tied at 3?
No,
No?
no. It's not tied.
Only 2 points ahead.
You know,
So I would say that
Yeah, 6-4. That sounds right. Or well, 5-3 or 6-4, depending what you do with games.
Yeah.
well, we won combat, archery, pilgrim, curia, and UFO. So we won 5. Seagert has garden, wordsmithing, and bardic. So they won 3, and
then we tied for 1.
this is a tie.
And tie for one.
So the war goes to our friends
Lionsgate!
across the water, Lionsgate.
Yay!
It was a
Well, we got to
great
keep them
war.
interested, so when we go over there for real, we can show them up.
Mhm. We're working
That's
on
a good
this.
plan. You do that.
All right.
Gladly.
Thank you, Your Excellencies, for that. Before we proceed to the next piece of business, I've noticed His Highness has joined us. If you have any words, Your Highness, for this Curia, or sorry, this is a court, isn't it? A court.
Starts with C. It's good. It's good.
Oh, it's good to see you all. I'm glad, and congratulations on your win. It's great to see everybody coming out and participating online. I know Her Highness and myself have not been the most active of late, but it's phenomenal to see everybody else getting out and using the new resources and the new reality that we've lived through. Especially now as we kind of see the opening up of things and the everything going forward. For those of you that are curious, it was decided today in Curia, or I guess a couple of days ago, but announced today in Curia that November Coronet will be our first large-scale Principality event, and we are hoping to have that as a completely open and good one. We did consider trying to do a smaller August Coronet step win and step up kind of slay thing, but we decided in the end that that would likely exclude a lot of people, and it was important to us that our long tradition of cornets being open to everyone and being a great competition continue. So I very much look forward to seeing you guys as our practices starting out next month, and the smaller events after that. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Highness. This next item of business, I really want to see how you're going to do this one. This is the largesse exchange.
We want to say thank you for hosting us this year.
Has to go the other way.
Oh, look at that.
Yay!
Online magic. Yes.
Yes.
Your Excellencies, you now have words for the populace.
Which ones?
It just says Excellencies words to populace. Thanks.
Well, let Lionsgate go first then.
I have a million words. There's so many people that I've thought of just sitting here that I'd like to thank. We had great judges, some of which have been mentioned: Sir Brand, Wolfstan, Vespacia,
Aspasia.
Vespacia, Greta Gunner for archery. It's very, very humbling. And the Zoom, if it hadn't been for Nergwe and Kevin to start it off, and my cohorts in there for like 10 to 12 hours, Elvina and Malice, and a lot of others. It was a lot of fun. It was so great to see people's faces. And I don't know. I'm so glad that we're going to be doing it in person next year, but it was wonderful to spend this time with you this year as well.
It's amazing how exhausting it is, though, for us.
And and Adina, who was there
Yes.
all the time too. It was so awesome seeing people.
Secret words?
Sure. So first of all, yes, of course. And again, thank you, Your Excellencies, for being amazing hosts and also answering 5,000 messages a day from me because we are new at this. You've gone above and beyond, and we really appreciate it. And again, we reiterate the thanks to our judges and our organizers for the war points. They were creative and well done, and we got everything. We got all our answers before court. It's amazing. So good. So there was no stress happening for us on that, and that's huge. And also, you know, this event doesn't happen without our participants, and you blew us away. You absolutely blew us away. Your connections with us, even though they're virtual, are heartfelt, and just seeing everybody stand up and go for that competition and that spirit, it's so cool. I'm so glad to be a part of this. And we also wanted just to a short little sweet say a few things, because there is a light at the end of this isolation tunnel that isn't a train. So please know that we're all going to be following all the health and safety protocols from the SCA and federal, provincial, and we want to respect and make sure that you understand that we respect if you make choices exceeding those protocols, and we would like to hear from you and work with you if you have ideas and how we can support you.
More for the secret house, for at least for the one little sentence, part of the sentence. We made a few comments when we first stepped up that we've got a couple of initiatives on the go, and we just wanted to let people know that they actually are starting to move forward, and thank the people that we've got in place starting to move a few little things forward, and we'll be coming up with bigger and better later down the road.
And just that we want to reiterate that it's really, really important to us that through our term as Baron and Baroness, that we're supportive and we lift each other up. and that everybody has a right to be who they are and choose their persona of who they are and choose whatever, that we support everybody and allow them to shine in the light that they choose. And if there's anything that you want to do or you'd like to see us do that supports the barony in that direction, please trust us to make some decisions and to listen to you, and we'll find a balance that works for everyone, within all of our abilities. But everybody deserves a right to shine, and we just want to support you to shine. So we love you all.
That's
Hope
awesome.
to see you at practice soon.
Yeah.
I want to say that this court, there's 32 separate connections on this Zoom court. That's amazing.
That's pretty
so
awesome.
Thank you all for coming to this. I mean, it's just awesome to see all of your faces. And even the ones that don't have their cameras on, we're glad you're here too.
We appreciate you.
And we're excited to see you all in person soon. Fight practice here, with any luck, if things go as they're supposed to, we'll be here at our place starting July 6th. And I think the Barony's first event is going to be possibly a Champions, if we can arrange it, followed by Baroness's Inspirational Tourney in November. So and I can't wait to see the two of you there at our court, and we can't wait to come and visit you as well.
You are most welcome, and we're really looking forward to it.
Do you have any final words, Your Highness?
No, I think I'm all good. It's good to see you all, and I look forward to seeing you in actual person sooner than later.
Thank you. Your Excellencies, any final words?
I just have to mention, I keep thinking of people, and as soon as this is over, I'm going to kick myself, that Jacomina and Decimus. Amazing amount of work. I loved everything that they posted. We'll never look at arugula the same way again. It was a delight. It was really fun. And I'm going to think of more, but court's going to be done.
There being no further business in this court, this concludes the court of the Sealion Online War. For their Royal Majesties, long live Christian and Helene.
Long live Christian and Helene.
For their Highnesses, long live Viking and Lashinia.
Long live Viking and Lashinia.
For their Excellencies, Lionsgate. 3 cheers for Ariana and Kinerick. And for their Excellencies, Sigurd, Wolfgar, and Aniko, a joyful noise. As the sea parts,
Sigurd rises.
and for Lionsgate,
Lionsgate
needs to convey to us if they've got some sort of a cheer like that. Yes.
Yeah. We need to work on
for the great principality, strength. And for Antir, the finest kingdom in the known world, say her name thrice. Antir. Thank you, good people. Your Excellencies, Your Highness. You now have their Excellencies leave to depart or not.